When you're driving down the road, do you ever look at bumper stickers? I like to look at bumper stickers. It tells me something about the people who are in the cars, or at least I imagine it does. And the other day, I saw a bumper sticker that said, "An eye for an eye makes the whole world blind." Pretty catchy phrase. It fits on a bumper sticker. So I got to wondering about that. It seems like it's a reference to some Old Testament passages. Talks about an eye for an eye. So let's look at that. There are three places in the Old Testament that eye for an eye is mentioned. The first one is Exodus chapter 21, and the context there it's talking about injuring a pregnant woman. And the second reference is in Leviticus chapter 24, and it's talking about injuring your neighbor. You don't want to do either of those things. And the third reference is in Deuteronomy 19, where it's talking about somebody bringing false charges against somebody or a false witness. And in every case, the idea is strict justice. And that means that the punishment fits the crime. Don't overdo it, but it should be done. So that it's strict justice. So those are the references in the Old Testament. Justice. Now let's look at what Jesus said about that. Jesus had something to say. There's one reference in the New Testament, and I just want to read this one to you, because I want you to hear what it has to say. This is Jesus talking, and it's in Matthew chapter 5, beginning at verse 38. And he says, "You've heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth." We saw that already. Then he goes on, "But I say to you, do not resist the one who is evil, but if anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to him the other also. And if anyone would sue you and take your tunic, let him have your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go with him 2 miles. Give to the one who begs from you, and do not refuse the one who would borrow from you." And then he goes on and he says, "You've heard it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies, and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust." An eye for an eye. The idea as presented in the Old Testament is strict justice. Looking at what Jesus has to say, he says, yeah, strict justice, okay. But I tell you, love your enemies. Don't retaliate. That's his way. Let's follow Jesus. Let's look at what he said, and let's follow him. And until next time, the Lord bless you and keep you.